There were other major promises in today's throne speech, and joining us now to break all of that down for us is CTV's Jeff Keele. Jeff, what are the other big takeaways?
Round 2 for a supervised consumption site, a ban on machetes, and no more sick notes.
In this year's throne speech, the Premier is trying again to establish a supervised drug consumption site.
This facility is ready to go.
The last one planned for Disraeli Freeway in Point Douglas was scrapped after public backlash to the location. Now, the province says one will be up and running in January, somewhere west of Main Street.
We've listened, and we want to ensure that people are getting the supports that they need in and around where people are using.
The Premier says there is a bit more consultation to do on the new location, but critics accuse him of ramming this new plan through.
We have been speaking out against a supervised consumption site, so when the Premier doesn't get his way, he just goes around the rules.
The speech was big on health care promises to eliminate sick notes for absences up to 7 days, offer a digital health card option, a new patient portal for lab results, allow pharmacists to provide birth control, and establish new laws to create a patient charter and mandatory OT starting with nurses and require a set patient staffing ratio. The Premier is confident his government has hired enough new healthcare workers to pull this off, saying it's now up to health authorities and hospitals.
We're going to say, we've given you the staff, now you have to solve this problem.
I think this is really encouraging with that, concern of, okay, well, what are the details of this?
Other highlights include a study to try and find new ways to save money on groceries, new rules to stop unfair rent increases. A Manitoba company will take over the Park Pass contract from a Texas firm, a livestock inspection program for beef operations, a northern airport scanner, and a ban on dangerous weapons like machetes in parks and buses.
Banning of weapons in public spaces is something that I know I and our council will absolutely support.
And there was what was missing from the speech. The Winnipeg Chamber of Commerce says they didn't dislike anything that was in there, but
if action is the currency of government, our economy got a little shortchanged in the throne speech.
Now, the speech also promised work will begin on the Highway 1 East Twinning project. It will focus on the first phase from the Ontario border to West Hawk. The Premier says motorists and cottagegoers can expect to see some clearing work next year.
Jeff, with all of these big promises, is the Premier still pledging to balance the books?
Yes, he is, but he says as of now, the province is on a narrow path to get there, so they will have to walk a fine line. He also pledged today no new taxes in the spring budget.
All right, thanks for this, Jeff.